continue reading from Sri Caitanya Caritamrita Adi Leela. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We are on chapter 4, text 146. We are hearing the internal reasons why Krishna came as Lord Chaitanya. Apari kalita purvaha kaschamatkar kari sfurati mama gariyan esha madhurya puraha. Ayam aham apihanta prekshyayam lubda chetaha sara bhasham upa bhoktum kamaye radhikeva. Who manifests an abundance of sweetness greater than mine, which has never been experienced before and which causes wonder to all? Alas, I myself, my mind bewildered upon seeing this beauty, impetuously desire to enjoy it like Srimati Radharani. This text is from the Lalita Madhav 834 of Srila Rupa Goswami. It was spoken by Lord Krishna when he saw the beauty of his own reflection in a jeweled fountain in Dwarka. So Krishna is seeing his own reflection. We were speaking yesterday. He's seeing his own reflection and he's like, oh my God, who is, this is so sweet, who manifests an abundance of sweetness greater than mine, which has never been experienced before and which causes wonder to all. He's saying, who is this beautiful person? My mind is going crazy looking at this beauty. And, you know, I'm feeling like how Srimati Radharani, she goes mad. She looks at my beauty and she wants to enjoy my beauty. And I'm feeling like that I want to be able to enjoy this beauty. That's what Krishna is saying when he's seeing his own beauty. So he's so beautiful. Krishna is very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. Very sweet. Krishna Madhuryera Eka Swabhavika Bala Krishna Adi Nara Nari Karaye Chanchala. The beauty of Krishna has one natural strength. It thrills the hearts of all men and women, beginning with Lord Krishna himself. So when we see something beautiful, someone beautiful, how we say, oh wow, so beautiful, you know. We have these competitions, Miss World, Miss Universe, you know, so beautiful, wow. We want to see, we want to follow. We like to see beautiful things, beautiful people, we like. And so Krishna is the most beautiful, attracts the hearts of everyone, also attracts Krishna. He's so beautiful that his beauty attracts himself too. Shravane darshane akarshaye sarvamana apana ashvadite Krishna karena yatana. All minds are attracted by hearing his sweet voice and flute or by seeing his beauty. Even Lord Krishna himself makes efforts to taste that sweetness. So everyone is attracted when they hear Krishna's voice and flute. There's a whole so much description in Bhagavatam 10th Canto in the Krishna book also, that how the gopis are saying that when Krishna plays the flute, the river Jamuna just stops. The stones melt. The birds stop flying. The deer, they stop in their tracks. They're stunned. They just want to hear. The calves are drinking milk from their mothers, but they stop. They can't drink anymore. Yes, everyone is so enchanted by the sound of Krishna's flute. The flowers, the trees, they're just stunned there. They're melting with love for Krishna. And so just imagine how sweet it is. What is it? What do they feel when they're hearing Krishna's flute? You know, we can't even feel it, you know, like what they are feeling. We can't feel what they are feeling, but we can just try to appreciate that Krishna's flute would be so so sweet, so attractive that everyone just gets stunned and everyone wants to hear. And Krishna wants to taste that sweetness. He wants to taste his own sweetness. How sweet am I? What are people feeling when they're tasting my sweetness? E madhurya amrita pana sada ye kare, Krishna shanti nahe, Krishna badhe nirantare, badhe nirantare. The thirst of one who always drinks the nectar of that sweetness is never satisfied. Rather, that thirst increases constantly. So the gopis, they're hearing the flute of Krishna, the birds, the trees, Jamuna, the cows, everyone, they're hearing Krishna's flute, they're seeing Krishna, they are able to have pastimes with Krishna, and it's all so sweet, but they want to have more and more. They want to be with Krishna more and more. They want to taste that sweetness of Krishna more and more, increasing more and more. Our desire to enjoy the material world increases more and more. You know, we have something, we want to have more and more of it. But in Braj, in Vrindavan, everyone wants to be with Krishna more and more, wants to experience the sweetness of Krishna more and more. Atrapta hayya kare vidhira nindana avit dagda vidhi bhala na jane srajana. Such a person being unsatisfied begins to blaspheme Lord Brahma, saying that he does not know the art of creating well and is simply inexperienced. So in the Gopi Geet, they are saying, the gopis, they are saying that Brahma is foolish. He does not know how to create. Why? Why they're saying he's foolish? Because they're saying our eyes blink. Now, how, when we are looking at someone and we blink, how much do we miss that object? You know, barely, we can't even notice that we blinked and that for that fraction of a moment, we were not able to see. But the gopis are saying, because our eyes have to blink, Brahma is such a fool, he has made this blinking. For that time when we are blinking, we are not able to see Krishna. How much love they have, love for Krishna. You know, so much love that just for the blinking they are saying, Brahma, he does not know how to create. Koti netra nahi dila sabe dila doi tahate nimesha Krishna ki dekhi bamuni. He has not given millions of eyes to see the beauty of Krishna. He has given only 2 eyes, and even those eyes blink. How then shall I see the lovely face of Krishna? And now they're saying there are only 2 eyes. 2 eyes. First of all, they're blinking, and only 2. We should have got millions of eyes to be able to see Krishna's beauty. So this is how beautiful Krishna is, that he's attracting the gopis so much, and they want to have millions of eyes to be able to see Krishna's beauty. So how beautiful is Krishna actually, that the gopis want millions of eyes. And Rupa Goswami, he says a verse about chanting the holy name, that why don't I have millions? I want to have millions of ears by which I can hear the holy name. I want to have millions of tongues by which I can chant the holy name. How sweet is the holy name when it's chanted in the pure form. You know, for us, we are like, oh, let me finish my rounds. How long will it take? I finished how many rounds? But the pure devotees who are chanting on the pure level, they're experiencing Krishna. Holy name is Krishna himself. So, atate yad bhavan anikananan. This is from Gopi Geet. Atate yad bhavan anikananan truti jugayate tvam apashyatam kutila kuntalam shrimukham chate jada udekshitam pakshmat kridrisham. The gopis said, "O Krishna, when you go to the forest during the day and we do not see your sweet face, which is surrounded by beautiful curling hair, half a second becomes as long as an entire age for us. And we consider the Creator who has put eyelids on the eyes we use for seeing you to be simply a fool. This verse is spoken by the gopis in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, chapter 31, text 15. So this is the verse spoken by the gopis, the Gopi Geet, when Krishna calls them in the middle of the night and then he suddenly disappears. And they go mad because they can't see. And then they start singing this wonderful Gopi Geet. And they're saying, when you go to the forest, oh Krishna, when you go to the forest during the day and we do not see your sweet face, which is surrounded by beautiful curling hair, half a second becomes as long as an entire age for us. And we consider the Creator who has put eyelids on the eyes we use for seeing you to be simply a fool. So now someone might say, what good is going to do to me by hearing about this? This happened 5,000 years ago. Why should I hear about this? How is this helping me to get liberation? You know, how is it increasing my knowledge? But this is it. This is what's happening in Golok Vrindavan. This is the highest love that there is. This is what the devotee feels for Krishna. That the gopis are feeling that, you know, I want to be with you, Krishna. So to revive our love, we have loving feelings for Krishna. By hearing these things, it revives our love for Krishna, our relationship with Krishna, our spiritual form. We are being purified by hearing this. We are taking one step towards going back home, back to Godhead, by appreciating, by trying to understand. They're saying half a second becomes as long as an entire age. Here, millions of lifetimes we are here without Krishna. And we all say, oh, Krishna, I have better things to do, you know. I have so many other more important things to do. But Krishna is the most important person. There is no one or nothing more important than Krishna. He's the Supreme Lord. There's no one more important than Krishna. So here they are saying half a second becomes as long as an entire age. You know, Kali Yuga, Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, they are so long. They're saying just half a second is like that. And we waste how many seconds? Just like that. Or lifetimes, just like that. And this is the perfection. This is what Lord Chaitanya is saying. This is the highest love. Highest love that there is. Gopyascha Krishnam upalabhya chirad abhishtam yad prekshane shishu pakshma kritam shapanti drigdibir hridhi kritam alamparerabhya sarvas tadbhavam apur api nitya yujam durapam. The gopis saw their beloved Krishna at Kurukshetra after a long separation. They secured and embraced him in their hearts through their eyes, and they attained a joy so intense that not even perfect yogis can attain it. The gopis cursed the Creator for creating eyelids that interfered with their vision. This text is from Srimad Bhagavatam 10:82-39. So when there was a solar eclipse, Krishna went to Kurukshetra, and the gopis also came from Vrindavan. Krishna came from Dwarka, and the gopis had come from Vrindavan. And when they saw Krishna, they were embracing him with their eyes, in their hearts. And by doing that, they were feeling the highest joy that there is. There is joy being situated on the Brahman platform, on the platform of being the soul. There is joy in understanding the super soul. But the highest joy, the highest bliss we can get is when we are with Krishna. And the gopis are being with Krishna, and they're seeing Krishna, and they're embracing Krishna in their hearts, and they're experiencing the highest happiness that anyone can experience. And then again, they're cursing the Creator. Why you gave us eyelids? It's stopping our vision of Krishna. You know, they're experiencing so much happiness. by just being with Krishna. So we say we want liberation, mukti chahiye, moksha chahiye. Why? Because this material world is suffering. It's material. I am soul. Soul has happiness. Soul has happiness. So I want to become liberated. So that's why. But the highest happiness is when we are with Krishna. There's no higher happiness higher than that. Any comments or anything to add?
No, all good.
So we'll stop here for today for Caitanya Caritamrita. Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.